know so far and what they still need to find out.
Anyone with information to come forward so they can bring their family member home.
Day 5, south of Sacramento, we are working 7 missing persons cases where we found 1 missing person. Now, I'm going to be transparent with you. There's nobody in this vehicle yet that we know of, and there's nobody we're looking for. But we have located over 20 vehicles now. We have now removed 8 vehicles from the river to help clean up the environment. And A1 Towing here in Elk Grove, if you need a good tow company, definitely check them out. Let me jump you back to where our evening started last night when we started locating 4 vehicles, with this Toyota being one of them.
Is there any new information, any new leads in the search for your sister?
Nothing. There's been nothing since January 23rd.
It just doesn't add up, I know, in your mind. I am curious about her car, Melanie. It was seen on that surveillance video.
So far, we have been in California for 4 days with 7 days to go. And so far, we have already found 1 missing person, Carmen Nilsson, out of the 7 missing people that we're looking for. If you have not seen that episode, it is linked down below when we found Carmen. We're gonna start our search here on the evening of day 4, south of Elk Grove, where Julie was last seen. She left her mom's house. She was heading west on Elk Grove Boulevard, and that was the last time she was ever seen caught on a CCTV camera. When we come into these cases, we really have to start thinking about where could she have gone? What was she doing? Why did she go to her mom's house, dump her purse out, grab her ATM card, and maybe a temporary California permit? And so then put ourselves into it, like, okay, did she turn north on I-5? Did she go south on I-5? Did she continue to the west over here? And then she says, all right, I'm just gonna take a nice little drive along River Road here. So we can only speculate as we come into these as to where she might have gone once she, after she turned there west on Elk Grove Boulevard. The other person we're looking for is John Atkins. Now, I don't think that John's going to be this far south. Our previous 5 searches that we've been doing, John is believed to have been between Freeport Bridge and Paintersville Bridge, where he was last seen near Freeport, going to Buckley Station. Now, Norma, however, we don't know where she could have gone. All we know is that she was from the Sacramento area, and that she didn't have air conditioning at her house, and that she would take her boys, Thomas and Richard, for a drive, but there's no indication as to where she would go for a drive. And so in this, we want to be aware that we're looking for a Pontiac Le Mans, a 1965? 1965 Pontiac Le Mans, when Norma went missing in 1978. So could she have come down on River Road, stopped off at one of these beach areas like where we're parked for the night, let the boys go swimming, and then she was heading home, but by chance she ended up in a single vehicle accident, just like Carmen? It's possible. So that's why we want to make sure that we have our eyes out for a Pontiac Le Mans. This case I'm really interested in, that we're right in the heart of his area, because he's from Thornton, just to the east of here. Now, his intention was to head up to Washington, supposedly, to go pick up some checks. Now, it's unclear on whether he actually had a license or not. Borrowed pickup truck. It's a 1989 blue GMC, and Yuri Cantu went missing November 26th of 2006, I want to say. Yeah, 2006. And so with that one, did he end up taking River Road, staying off of the main interstates, thinking, oh, hey, California Highway Patrol might snag me over there, so I'm going to take River Road up into Sacramento? Possibility, we don't know. So those are the cases that we want to be aware of. Now, other cases that we've solved in this area on accident, one was a gentleman out of Stockton, where he was up here to the north up here, which is about, 30, 45 miles from where he should have been. And we ended up finding him while we were looking for another gentleman, Duke Herringer. And today, this morning, we might have found another vehicle associated with a potential missing persons case out of Stockton, California as well, where he went missing in 1992. So we have to investigate that car further. In fact, that car is in episode number 4, I want to say 4 down below, where there's going to be a red vehicle that's upside down, and we believe that we've identified it as a Toyota Celica. Initially in the police report, or on NamUs, it said it was a 1975 4Runner. So any of you that know something about vehicles are going to say, hey, there's never was a 4Runner in 1975, and you are 100% correct. They did not start making them until, I want to say, mid-1984. And that's where we were able to work with the local CSO, which is a community service officer. She was able to get a hold of the missing persons unit down in Stockton, who was able to confirm, you guys are 100% correct. There never was a 4Runner. He went missing in a Celica. So anyway, so we are investigating that case further. And so you're gonna wanna look for that case coming up also, to where, fingers crossed, we're able to accidentally solve another case, just because we've been marking 16 cars in the last 4 days alone, and we pulled 7 of them out of the river. So fingers crossed, tonight we're able to identify some more cars, and we are going to be able to hopefully solve another missing persons case while we're in the area.
For families who have all but given up on finding their loved ones, this team is a last hope. Civilian divers cracking cold cases for free.
Make a good deal on that burned out pontoon boat.
Mint condition, adult owned.
Yeah. Look at that, open, they got gas. You and I could get dinner and not even tell Matt.
What a deal, $7.95.
I wonder how much they pay to move just rock piles like that. There is a vehicle right there. That is a really strange spot for a vehicle. So definitely not Norma. It's not Julie. It's not Yuri. But you never know when we might solve a case that nobody knows about. Alright, so I know it's at 26 feet, so let's get back to the 26-foot mark. Oh, there it is right there. Almost right on top of it right there. Still water right here. Oh, now we're past it by 8 feet. Oh, we're hanging down 30 feet also. Alright, so I see the car. I see my magnet.
Now just connect them.
Yeah. Getting them connected would be amazing.
It's a pretty big area. I mean, it's bigger than this boat that you have to hit.
Okay. Yeah, you are correct.
Like it's like shooting a basketball if the hoop was 20 feet wide.
Yeah, there we go. There you go. I think we're on it. Yeah, we're on it. All right. Come on, stay on it. All right, I'm gonna gently take this to shore. Look at that car. Wow. I wonder what it is. We're gonna find out. Warning, impaired clearance ahead. Do not enter without checking cage indicating clearance between bottom of gates and water surface. Lots of warnings there. Imagine us going through there and then they close it off for the night and we're stuck over there. But we do need a scan over there because if a car comes off here and it floats for a few minutes, it could end up over there. So let's check that. Which means I'm taking you through the gates real quick and then we'll come back out through here down on the bridge.
Oh look, they'll sound a horn.
We're supposed to sound a horn?
They sound a horn.
We're just gonna fall, just drop on you. All right, we gotta check closer to shore there. You also have a cross over there, so maybe I could definitely see a drowning victim coming in here to swim, and then the way that this eddy is. Oh no, those aren't crosses. What are those? I think that's for plants. But anyway, I could see somebody drowning in here really easy. Like a old barge there. Danger. Lots of danger signs up here. Danger. No small inflatable boats. Danger. Nothing smaller than 8 horsepower. Danger. Department of Water Resources. Contact the governor's office. Danger below. No boating or anchoring. Do not tie off to floats.
That's just a recommendation.
Oh, okay. All right, let's hit the other side. And once we get to where we were, we'll cross back over, scan up some more, pick up a spotlight, and keep on going. See that on live? It almost looked like a UFO.
It's a change of pace compared to. Are we still on the Sacramento?
Yep.
So, are we downstream or upstream from downstream? Change of pace from, upstream where we were.
Where it's just car.
Yeah. Where we could barely clear any, area because we were just running into so many cars.
Well, really what we've done though is we've gone from where we're staying for the night and come down into Walnut Grove, where there's a lot more marina, less road access. Wait until we leave where the RV's at, and I bet you within the same 2-mile stretch we'll find 5 more cars at least.
You think it's going to be over or under the amount of cars we found in that 2-mile stretch back there?
Oh, it'll be under. Oh, wait, is that one there? See, there's guardrail here, curved. Guardrail didn't used to always be there, and it doesn't go all the way to the end. The other one that we had is just right across the way here. In fact, right now would be a good time for a sonar overview as well. So, 3 sonar systems. We have live scope over here, we have side and down imaging here. What I look for is I look for objects like this that pop up. And I say, all right, I need to move over just a little bit and get over the top of it, so that way I can then see what the height is on down imaging and live scope. Now this is happening in real time, so as a fish swims by, you'll see it happen in real time. The side scan and down imaging is a picture in time, so I can actually scroll back, I can zoom in, I can look at the width, I can look at the height of it. And so we need to identify what that was. Now you'll see that I have widths of 18, 36, 54, and 75. So I'm casting 75 feet to the left and 75 feet to the right. Right now I'm roughly 36 feet from shore. And that's kind of a good place I like to run, between 36 and 54 feet from shore. But what I want to do is identify, and you'll see me turn my head, and I'm looking on shore the moment that I go over it, so I can identify, all right, I'm right in line with it right here. And then do I need to go to the right? Do I need to go to the left a little bit? So right now I gotta go to the left a little bit and get right over the top of it. Right now it's kind of looking like a boat. If you look at it at this angle, let me see how it's pointed right here. So that I believe is gonna be a boat. But let's back up to it and get over it. All right, still to the left just a little bit, just barely. See, and I'm not getting any height to it, so it's gonna be buried in there quite a bit, and a boat doesn't have to stick out very much for me to pick it up on side imaging, but we're gonna barely pick it up on live scope and down imaging because it's barely sticking out of the water. So that one, definitely a boat. Anyway, in addition to that, I like to keep my speed 2.5 to 3.5 miles per hour. If I'm kind of like in a lake or completely flat bottom, I might bump it up to 4, 4.5, but then if I see a shadow, then I'll slow it down and head back over it. So here's like a pile of rocks here, which is the same pile of rocks here. And then I'll just show you one more as we get up here past the boats. So right now we have the road here, and guardrails, pretty much we don't pay attention to guardrails anymore because it's either the car could come over the guardrail or the guardrails were not there at one point, especially with these older cases. There's a fish swimming by right here, and then you'll see these pylons underwater here, and that's what you're seeing here, and then you're looking at the shadow that it casts behind it. So think about being in a room and somebody shining a flashlight from here. You have a person standing here as an example, and then you have the shadow behind the person, and that's what we pick up on, is we pick up on the shadows and then focus in on the object in front of that shadow. And that is how we use all three of them to pinpoint the objects we're looking for. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Don't forget to use that lanyard, professionally installed by Cade.
It floats.
It does?
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
No, it does. He threw it in the water.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It sinks.
It floats. All right, now we're gonna go find the real cars. Right off of here. Gotta put in the time, and we're gonna find Julie. How about this car right here? Just kidding, that's not a car. But further to the left might be. That is a car.
That was an older car.
Yeah.
You could see almost straight through that thing.
Yeah, that could be Norma. All right, there's the pipe. And don't know what that was. No, it was on our left. Right. There. Look at that. That's like a station wagon. It almost looks like. Doesn't that look like a station wagon or a van? It's more like a station wagon.
That thing is old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look like a station wagon. It's got that long cabin.
All right, there we go. It also looks like it could be like a Ford Pinto or something. I don't know. So the fire station that we're staying at last night was telling me about how they got a call for a vehicle that somebody spotted go off in the water, and all they saw was taillights. And then they went out there and flashlights, and they looked all around and they couldn't see the car. They couldn't, they don't have a dive team or sonar or anything. And it took about a week, but they ended up, not them, but another crew ended up finding the car about a week later, and it was a single vehicle accident with somebody inside. So unfortunately, they did not make it. I've never seen anything like this before, like this entire area. We've been like Pittsburgh and other areas where there's been like a lot of cars, but as far as an accident location with as much road without guardrail on both sides, and even places where there are guardrail, we're still finding cars. Oh no, that's definitely a car. So there's the car, there's the car. And there's the car on LifeScope. 30 feet deep. Kind of looks like that could be at that angle. I don't think John would have been this far, but kind of looks like it could be the GMC Sprint. hardly a current right here. Snagged it. Just like that. Like I said, they didn't expect John to be this far south. All right, one more magnet. Then we're done for the night, and then we'll dive these ones first thing in the morning. Oh, I think I have a car right here. That one definitely looks like a car. Yeah, right there. Let's see, that looks like a pickup, doesn't it? This could be Yuri Cantu. Yes, a pickup extended cab. It might be a 4-door though. That's a good lock. That's on top of it. I think I've got enough to get to shore here. If not, we'll put an extra one on. And that makes number 4, that we will dive all 4 of them in the morning. Alright, so to make sure I don't forget anything, mask, fins, we'll put the dive computer on in a moment. Alright, so, air, all good to go.
Alright, so what do you got? 23, 25 feet. Alright, here's the car. Whoa, I think that we found, check this out. This might be, oh wait a minute, no, that's just a hood, or is it a trunk? I don't know, this is weird. I don't know what this is. SUV? I don't know. See if we have a plate on it. Alright, there is no plate on it. See if we have any emblems. Alright, here we go. It's a Ford, I believe. A Ford what? Alright, no other emblems there. Let's go to the other side. Alright, Ford Escort is what it is. See if anybody's inside. Alright, here's the front seat. Alright, seatbelt is not engaged. And slow up to the seat.
Alright, it's a white Ford Escort. No plate. Seatbelt is not engaged. It's loaded up to the, like almost up to the window though inside. So I mean, if somebody was, but I don't think anybody is in there. And it might be the hatchback that Anna was talking about there's a gentleman by the name of Jim Atkins, or Jim Atkins is the dad, that's reached out and says, hey, you know, my son ended up in the river. As far as I understand, his vehicle was never located. However, he was located. So anyway, that could be his vehicle, and I have located the Ford Escort if that is his. But he never did. They just said hatchback. That's the only information I have on that.
And who is Anna?
Oh, Anna is the water conservation gal down here. She works with all the farmers to help them with their like water rights and stuff like that, as far as I know. And she's spearheading a movement to clean up the waters down here. That she keeps getting reports that there's nothing to be concerned about. That there's no vehicles in the water, and anytime a vehicle goes in, that they get them out within, you know, a week or two. And she feels as though they've been lying to her. Now, I'm not here to, you know, ruffle feathers with anybody that's been telling her different, but the truth of the matter is, you know, between this trip and our last trip so far, we are up to 20 cars on this trip, 18 cars on the last trip, 23 cars on the last trip, so we're up to 43 vehicles total that we found, and right now we're finding, you know, 4 to 5 cars per mile is kind of what the ratio has been, and we have probably 30-40 miles to go to get from here to Sacramento. So if you do the math on that, 40 times 5, is that right? Is my math right on that? So 5 cars, let's say 4 cars per mile times 40 miles, that's 160 cars, right? Yards or so. Here we go.
Alright, here it is. Alright, this is also appears to be a hatchback. Red in color. Or is it station wagon? Let's see. So I cannot get to the back license plate. Completely buried. So I've been down here about 30 years. Big back window here. So the window is probably 3.5 feet long to the back window. Maybe not a station wagon. I don't know what it is. Big front window, same thing, 3 feet wide for the front window. Top is completely gone. I'll scoop it in. Look on the steering wheel, see if we can tell what it is. Nope, nothing on the hook. No front point. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Is that a straight set? Yep, no idea what that is.
Alright, now, while I'm thinking about it, some of you have asked why we as divers go like that. We're always hitting our head. Is to let Cade and whoever another diver, know that we're okay. If we came up and we're like, oh, you know, then it's like, oh, get some help, he's in trouble. So, in regards to this car, Cade, I don't know if they made a 2-door station wagon, but the windows are extremely large. And I can't tell if it's a 2-door or if it's actually a 4-door. Just the way that the back is. But anyway, It's like really long in the back. Oh, I think they made like a mid-sized station wagon, but I can't remember. Anyway, red in color. Probably been down here 40 years is going to be my guess. And the silt, again, the silt on all these seems to be up to the windows on the inside. The roof of it completely gone, that it's been down here that long. And there's no markings, nothing to identify what this vehicle is, nothing on the side, no license plate on the back that I can get to because everything's buried. And then with some of these vehicles, like this one, sometimes they just become like way too old that we could rip them out of here. We're not going to get all of them out of here. You might get the frame out. That's if we can get attached to it. You know, we want to be conscientious of those that are helping us out, like A1 Roofing, not A1 Roofing, but A1 Towing that's been out here helping us. And so for that reason, we want to really grab the vehicles that are easy plucks for them, so that way we're not sucking up their entire day by doing a 8-9 hour recovery on some of these, making sure we get everything out of here. So that's kind of a going through and marking these vehicles for Anna and the other conservationists in the area, so that way they know exactly where these are, so they can put a game plan together for their own backyard and their community to really come in here, because we can only do so much while we're on the road for 1 week. So we're doing everything we can though for you. And speaking of that, let's get up to the next car right now.
Alright, there it is. Alright, this is a white. I think it's a pickup. Alright, the license plate is right here. Ford pickup. Ford F-150. A lot of Ford F-150s in the river here. Alright, it's a California plate. 7W33738.
7 whiskey, 33, 738. This is a white F-150 extended cab. It's pullable on its wheels. So full of silt up past the windows. The driver's window is down. Windshield is intact. So I think that whoever was in possibly got out. But again, you never know until you pull them out. But it is a vehicle that we could absolutely get out of the water. So we're going to leave this one here for the moment with a line to it, and we're going to go see if the other one, because we're only pulling one out today with A1. So let's go see if the other one is easier to pull out than this one.
Alright, there we are. It is a silver pickup. No passengers on this one. The driver's window is up though. Get the door open. Yeah, I think it's a 7, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a Toyota. Toyota Tacoma. Oh, we might have a plate. Let me see. There we go. The passenger window is not down enough to escape. So there could be somebody in here. Alright. We could have somebody in this one. But I don't know, we gotta figure out this plate number.
All the windows are completely up except for the passenger that's down, not far enough for somebody to get out. But every window is up. Now, with that being said, the driver's door looks like it's cracked a little bit, but we all know about with water pressure and being able to push a door open. So were they able to get the door open and escape? Or was it a dump and then they just slammed the door, a partial slam, as they put the vehicle in the water? So that's what you just sent that over to Matt, so we'll have him figure that out right now. So in the process, I will get this rigged right now for the tow company, whether PD will be taking over or whether just A1 will be here to help us pull it out.
Matt said that F-150 didn't come back as stolen, but he can't find anything on NamUs.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do this in 2 shifts. I'll take this down first, get this together, and then I'll go down with the line with the buoy in tow for our big line.
No theft record, he can't find anything on the Tacoma.
Okay. Alright, we are all hooked up and ready to go there.
Alright, yeah, for this one, to be safe, just to make sure we go around that pipe, and because it's facing downstream for the back where I hooked up, we'll have them pull from that direction and we'll miss this pipe. Yeah, we'll call the CSO or texter and let her know what we have. So you said no theft record on either one? Okay. And they're not coming up in NamUs.
Yeah.
Now, not everything hits NamUs as much as we would love it to. We found the records are not always accurate everywhere.
Like I said, it may be nothing, man. I just remember what Grandma said.
Yeah.
And she was always a worrywart about people. I know she was helping look for them too. That was before my time. I was born in '79. So,
Right, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you went missing in '73. So.
Right.
Perfect. Yeah, because I definitely want to check out a little more that direction. I'm going to run the rest of the river today from this location where we're going to pull out the Toyota. So we go 4 this morning. We have one Toyota hooked up right now. A1's going to be here to help us pull it out, and they've been incredible work.
That's what I'm saying.
So let me back up real quick. Name again, I'm sorry.
Bobby Kirk.
Bobby.
Yeah.
So Bobby just stopped by. He lives up in Clarksburg where we've been working. Friends with Duke and cousin.
Duke was my cousin.
Cousin with Duke. Heard that we were in town. Talked to Anna that we've been talking to the last couple of days, and he wants to tell us a story about his grandma back in 1973.
So apparently, that night he disappeared, she did hear a splash in the water, and didn't think anything of it at the time. And then the next day, obviously, people were out looking for her. And she was one of the ones that was helped going up and down the river, and looking for any sign. But she says she remembers hearing a splash. Now, from where the Freeport Bridge, if you guys are going to go look in that area,
Yeah.
I'd only say, she's not, I wouldn't think you'd hear something a mile away, but
I would say like less than 100 yards away.
yeah, so, okay, so if you're looking at the Freeport Bridge.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the map on that right now. All right, so we head up to Freeport Bridge, up past Clarksburg.
Yep.
All right, so Freeport Bridge.
Okay, so here's Freeport Bridge. This is my house right here, so this is where Grandma lived.
Okay.
So I would say, this was my aunt's house. In fact, Steve Herringer's house is right here.
Right.
So I'd say somewhere in this area, if you guys want to take a look around there.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, this is all secondhand because it was my grandmother.
Right.
And she's been gone for a few years now. But yeah, she always remembers the night that he disappeared, hearing a splash.
Right.
Because she swore that he went through.
Yeah, because the family swears that he's going to be on the east side.
And there's a possibility. Did they think it was going to be up there?
Well, because he's supposed to be going from Freeport down to Buckley Station.
Okay.
And so
that is a possibility, except, the river road right after the bridge, it goes down. So he couldn't have done it right there. It'd be, what, a mile down the road, 2 miles down the road, this when it comes back up.
Right.
But then you got the marina there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It may be nothing. I just wanted to freaking throw that out there because I always remember Grandma talking about it.
Yeah, for sure. We want to follow up on those tips for sure. And our goal has been on this trip is to make it the Freeport Bridge, but I don't know if we're going to. But I definitely want to check out this spot for sure by Grandma's house. So far, our goal on day 1 and 2 was supposed to be to go from the Clarksburg boat ramp on the west side day 1 and the east side day 2. It took us 4 days just to make it up to Clarksburg from the boat ramp.
Right.
And in the process, we found 16 cars.
Yeah, that's what she was telling me.
We took 7 of them out, and one of them happened to be Carmen Nilsson.
That's freaking nuts, man.
Yeah. And I might have another one from a case from 1992 that's in the river that we still have to investigate more.
Really?
A vehicle, a Celica. We think it's a Celica that we found. 1975 Celica from Stockton.
Oh, okay.
And so similar to the Arnell case to where he was out of Stockton, just up in the area.
Right.
So
it's nuts, man. If you drain this whole river, you're shocked what you find.
I know. Can you imagine if they just drained it for a week?
Yeah. Like I said, well, Herringer's been down here a long time. So my kids are the 7th generation on our property.
Oh, wow.
So we've been there a long time. California's making it awful hard to stay here, I'll tell you that. But, no, I heard you guys were down here, and like I said, I appreciate the fact that you guys were looking for Duke, and when I found out you were looking for Atkins, that story popped up in my head. Like I said, take it for what it's worth. I heard Grandma talking about it, so.
Yeah. Did you hear how close we were to Duke?
I heard you were real close to him.
Yeah, so we were on the Sutter slide, Sutter Slough slide, Sutter Slough slide, right? Sutter Slough side, where we found Arnell, and we never crossed over the river on the other side because we were circling the island. Is what we were doing back up to the river.
Right.
So
it was one of those things I was kind of hoping when you guys didn't find him. I was like, man, I hope he just took off to Mexico or some shit. But what's crazy is I actually talked to Duke. I think it was either the day he disappeared or the day before, and he was actually, he was like normally like,
right.
He hadn't been drinking or anything like that. He was actually a pleasure to talk to. Duke was always kind of rough and gruff,
right?
But he was actually really nice to talk to that day. And I was telling my dad after I found out he went missing, I was like, it's just crazy because he seemed like he was doing so good at that point,
right? But
at least they all got clear.
Yeah. Well, and at the end of the day, could have just been an accident.
No, absolutely.
So yeah,
absolutely, no question about it.
Yeah. But yeah, the longer things go on, then all these theories come in. All right, was it an accident? Was it foul play? All right, which there's those rumors that are going around here. Or was it that he was drinking and driving? So
either way, I'm glad they got closure. I was going to tell you guys, if you do end up going up there, you're more than welcome to park your rig at my house. I got a big opening down by the river. So
okay, perfect.
Well, let me grab you one of my cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll put my address down too. So.
Now, if this truck isn't working out for you, I do have a F-150. So very similar to it in the water right over here.
But I'm good, yeah.
It's got a little more dirt in it than yours does, though. It's hard to believe, but yeah, it's up to about here on the steering wheel.
Give me a call. Like I said, I appreciate what you guys do, man.
Absolutely, thank you.
You know, after I talked to her on it this morning, I was like, you know, I'm going to just go, like I said, it's a story that Grandma had. I don't think she was lying, but
right.
You know how people are when they get older, too. So,
Oh.
you know, let me know if you need anything.
Perfect. Thanks, Bobby.
Take care.
I love this community. I really do. Like, everybody's just been like so friendly and very supportive of everything that we're doing. You know, if we need a place to stay, we'll head over to his house.
Probably go right through there.
Where's the chain and stuff? Huh? You have the chain and stuff or no?
No, it's already chained up.
Oh, you already got the truck up. I didn't even see it until right now.
It's camouflage.
Hey, we had a good bumper on this, huh?
I'm just gonna say, another fine rigging job.
Rope, pull the rope. Yeah, I got a big rock in my way. The chain won't come out from under it.
What are you doing?
Hanging out in the shade till something else happens. Listen, you need to wear your safety vest though. I brought it for you right here. You need to put that on right now.
What did you?
What?
Yeah, the axle pulled. Yeah, that left side was on the axle and it gave free. This side's on the frame and it's still solid, looks like. Careful, the bumper did rip off. All right, I'm around the middle subframe also, as long as this one don't give a free. murky mucky. It's falling out right here. I'm scared to go try to open that door. I'll stay on this one side. Yeah, no. Whoopsie. I guess that broke. I tried breaking that. Yeah, it's right here. I guess really we should break this window. Where's that breaker?
Hey man, thanks for your service.
Just open it. So while he's working on opening that door, we just want to say, you know, one of the ways that we're able to come out here and help these families and help clean up the environment for free is that we do sell window breakers that should you end up driving your vehicle in the water, have a window breaker that's on your visor or on your keys, take it, you can use it underwater, pop it, and it will let you escape quickly right out of your vehicle. So we have those available on our website at adventureswithpurpose.com. Grab one for you, the new 16-year-old driver in your family. All your loved ones definitely need one, and the seatbelt cutter is under there as well. So the first thing that you will want to do if your car does go in the water, if the seatbelt is jammed, cut it with the seatbelt cutter. If it's not jammed, just simply unlock it like you normally do. But do that first. Get everybody out of their seatbelts before you roll down any windows or break the windows. Now, a lot of times you can't get the windows down, and you're definitely not going to be able to get the door open once water pressure goes against it. So that's where the window breaker has a little pin, and you can use this over 10,000 times. So it's reusable. Like I said, every vehicle in your family needs to have one, and your purchase goes to good cause. Like I said, for all of us to come out here and help these families free of charge.
If it starts going, maybe it'll go.
She is chock full.
She's full.
that is going to wrap up another episode where we say thank you to all of you for being here. So if you've not yet subscribed, be sure to do so down below. If you're on YouTube, it is 100% free to subscribe. We also have memberships if you want to join that for $5 to $99 a month. That helps us pay for our time while we're out here on the road. And it's just, you know, our way of saying thank you is that we give you videos early out to members. So if you hear say, hey, there's a video, I can't see it, it might be out to members first, but all of our videos are released to the public for free. So with that one, we're gonna get back in the water and see if we can solve one of these other 6 cases that we're in the area for. There's another car. This one's a older car. So there's another one. Well, that's an old car. Car to the right. That looks like a car upside down. Right there. It still looks like there might be 2 side by side. What in the world was that? I think it was huge.